Hello and welcome back to the Talos Principle. We're almost done here in the 4th level of the B-Hub, but we do have one star left to find somewhere, and I really wanted to look around, really comb through every single nook and cranny and jump out of bounds and all that. But since we do have the star left, I figured it's probably best to leave that on camera, and then I'll maybe go through in more detail off camera afterwards, like I have been for the out of bounds jumping around in levels and stuff. So let's try and find the star, and to that end I've got tools. I managed to get this pesky little box out of here just by shuffling along on the edge there, just not even tapping forward. I was just tapping right and left by just swiveling ever so slightly until you get just on the last couple pixels of what you can stand on that wall, and then you can claim that box. And after I did that, I realized I could have tried to fly through the air and kind of get an overview just while I was up there of where maybe the star would have been. I'm sure I could have seen something. I wasn't paying attention. Should have done that instead of grabbing the box, but I really don't want to do this again, so I don't want to reset. So we'll leave it here for now. I don't know if these are going to be important. I kind of doubt they are. Oh my god. Really? Okay, well, I already found it, I guess, but what are we doing with that? I was just thinking about this thing that was saying, oh, always look for high places or whatever. What was it? The burning heart always looks to the highest peak. Yeah, my heart is burning for a star, I guess. They're just kind of reusing the whole moon trick. Well, I guess we are using this, but maybe you didn't need to use it from within here. But what does that do? It's a blue laser. So I guess the star is just gonna be somewhere past a blue connector, blue what is it called? Lock kind of thing? Wait. Oh my god, what? What do you mean? Okay, alright, we're unlocking the Sphinx. That was very quick. I am surprised. I wanted to have a look around. I was just gonna test, because oh, of course, aha. Connector on top of the pyramid. Look at the highest peak. Really? That's it? I am actually very surprised. Oh, yep, there he goes. Well, so much for finding the star, or searching for the star today. As I said, I wanted to have a bit of a look around more, but I guess we don't need to do that now. Good god. I kind of still want to look in some of these levels, but I guess there's no point, really. We could look out of bounds a little bit. And yeah, I guess in that case I wouldn't have seen anything if I launched out anyway. You can't see it from outside. Huh. Well, damn it. Yeah, I was expecting to spend half the episode just looking around for even where this star would be located, much less how to get it. Oh, and yeah, I did see in the video, this actually changed. This used to be the tiles or the textures and stuff from the first hub, from the A hub, and that's why Elohim got all pissy and wanted to change it back. So now it's the assets used in the B hub instead. Which kind of makes me wonder if you get in here before that happens and you get out of bounds, maybe you can get in and avoid that trigger and just look around the normal A-hub stuff. So where was the out of bounds thing? I found a super simple one. Was it over here? Yeah, this one. But wasn't there another, even easier one? This one should just be open right away, right? Because I already got it? Yeah, no. No, because you dropped down. God damn it. Well, I mean, this one is quicker to do, I think. Probably just need that much. Oh. Again, just need a second or something, it's fine. There we go. Now we can get out. Just have a look around. First of all, I didn't look in this direction. I assume there's gonna be a kill zone, same as on the other side, but we'll see. So far nothing, but yeah, I think... Yeah. I don't think I can go past here. That's a shame. In theory... Ooh. In theory, we could maybe get, like, a box up here as well. I don't know for sure if we could do that, but... maybe. I might have to look around, look at that a bit more on my own. Oh, watch out. I just want to look at this guy. Oh no, yeah. Oh, shit. Well, you can't go in there. And now I guess the box and stuff has reset, right? And the connector, yeah, everything is just back to normal. Alright, well, so much for that. Yeah, we can't do anything more now. Well, I mean, I guess that's it then. No need to look around more, so let's just move on. Yeah, I will probably look around here more on my own, just to see if we can find anything out of bounds or anything hidden around. Especially relating to this thing. I don't know. But well, for now then, I suppose we just go straight into the B zone, and then we'll try and get this piece as soon as I can, and then we can take a look at the C hub. What did I say? The B zone? The 5? Stage 5 I meant? I don't know what I just said. But yeah, I guess we'll have to do some reading first, I would imagine.
You have solved many of the mysteries of this land.
Sure have.
The road before you is still long and many gates remain closed.
They sure do.
But take comfort in your accomplishment and in your creator's pride.
Of course. I'm very proud of my work. Ooh, this is a very open area. Which means probably not really any out-of-bounds stuff. Maybe we can, like, climb up on something fun, but for the most part, these areas don't really have much. This area is pretty framey. This does not have the greatest performance that we've seen, sadly. Osiris 7 coming soon, and Blog 24 alive. Oh, is that like... Oh man, when were the last blog entries posted? I mean, maybe this is before it, but I wonder if that's like, oh, I survived it, but then they didn't in the end. I don't know. Tell me of the fearsome demons of the Duat, the dying man said to the wise scribe. Though their terrible forms are loathsome to behold, they are not evil, for they are the servants of the gods. Truly, they are the blessed doorkeepers and guardians of the holy paths. Their charge is to judge whether we are worthy to pass the gates that lead to Aru, and so they challenge us with riddles or in combat. Is this true of all the beings that live in the Duat? Some say that it is not so, that there are ancient gods whose names have been forgotten, and spirits of darkness whose name none have ever known, and that these must be avoided at all costs. But others say that these too serve a greater purpose in ways that Osiris has not revealed to us. And what of the hidden paths that are taken by something when the... Yeah, kind of a parallel to the whole Sphinx thing there, I guess? Sort of a similar mythology story. From Rob McLean, Institute for Applied Nomadics, to Mom. Coming soon, your son. In 3D. Hi Mom, I promise I'll be home soon. Maybe a couple of weeks. I know, but what we're doing here is important, and the team needs my help. I'm not going to wait until it's too late. I promise, but shouldn't this be like a phone call or something? But there's so much we have to set up. So much that has to work for a very, very long time. Besides, I've always wanted to work on one of these supercomputers. And believe me, EL is pretty much the best there is. And the team, Mom, it's like I'm working with rock stars and mad geniuses. Except nobody's heard of them outside of science journals, of course. But Dad would be totally geeking out if he knew. Maybe I can tell him about it soon, huh? Well, Jesus, I assume that means his dad is dead. Right? Or maybe not? Maybe means, like, mom and dad, I'll come and visit and then we can talk. I can tell dad about it, but then why would the mom know and not the dad? No idea. That just came off as a very grim thing, like, yeah, I'll tell him in the afterlife, I guess. Yeah, no hexadecimal, still. Are we gonna be, like, what is it, 3 for 3 terminals in the last, like, couple of episodes, or even more? I don't know, there's been a lot of terminals with no hexadecimal, but here we go, here it is. It's not! Oh my god, no more hexadecimal, it's gone, it doesn't exist anymore. What is the point of being alive? Okay, so it's not like, I am alive, hooray! Things are fine. This is just like some introspective philosophy stuff. I know, it's an old question and not one that's easy to answer. But I mean, if you're reading this, you are alive, and someday you will stop being alive. Both of these facts are incontrovertible. Never heard that word before. But, well, that's, again, not necessarily true, depending on what you define as reading this, because things can read it and process it without necessarily being alive, especially in the future, maybe. Who knows? So what about it, then? Don't you wonder? Do you just want to go from not existing to not existing again without even considering why? You, right now, as you sit there reading this in this video game, why do you exist? What is the purpose of your life? Do you have one? Should you have one? Is it better to have a purpose or not? When you approach death, will you feel that your life had meaning? If so, why? If not, why not? What defines whether a life was good or not? It may seem abstract right now, but that moment just before death will come is inevitable. If you don't ask yourself these questions, how will you face that moment? I am not really sure I'm up for existential dread right now. Thank you, game. I think I'm just gonna say, okay, cool. I'm gonna pass on that. Jesus Christ. Yeah, I guess this game is just gonna get heavier and heavier and heavier. I'm just making an LP, man. I just want to play my game. Don't tell me we have another connector. That can't be it, right? That is so suspicious looking. But yeah, I don't know if I should, like, pull down the settings just for this area, because, man, this is pretty, crusty. It probably doesn't even look anything on camera. I'm sure you won't notice at all, but yeah, trust me, this is, like, half the FPS of most other areas so far. Oh my god. Wow, we can really, like, go deep. Good thing this robot is, watertight. And we should be on the lookout for QR codes as well. I feel like there's gonna be another terminal as well, somewhere. Oh, there's the piece we want. Yeah, that's where I came from. I'm just gonna have a bit of an overview, look around. Ooh. Oh, it goes on here. Interesting. No QR codes yet. Normally you see one, like, pretty immediately. Oh, these look pretty complicated. Oh? Well, okay, alright. There we go, that's not so hidden. I didn't even look. How many golden stars were there in this stage? Just the one? Yeah, just the one. Also, I did notice that on this sign in the previous level, we had one golden star here and one golden star here. I don't know if that means anything, because on some other one, I think we had just, like, star and then star next to it. So, I don't know if that means that they're, like, of a similar type, or that they're in different areas of the map, or no clue if that means anything at all. Maybe it's just because, yeah, split them up on two signs. No idea. Could just be arbitrary. Yeah, again. Oh, here we go. Does not look like we'll have any out-of-bounds stuff, like way out of bounds in this one. Just look at this view. There may be a lot that I don't understand, but I know this is beautiful. Thanks, At. What was At again? At was like... Was that dog that became At? Or vice versa? I already forgot. Yeah, we can't go over here. Nope, we can't. And especially since there's only one star. I could see there being some secret where it's like, oh, you actually can go out past the killing field, like it won't extend here, so you could go underwater and like enter a room or something, and there could have been a star. That would have been kind of an interesting one. Maybe something like that later on in another stage. I'm hearing something. Is that the sound of a fan that doesn't have a fan blade attached? I can't remember. Man, this is a big stage. Just like geographically or whatever. You have to walk a very, very long ways. Maybe that means the levels themselves will be kind of expansive inside as well? Oh. Well, here we go. We do have more reading. Not sure I have time for that today. Probably. But I do want to look around a little more. Maybe I should just do the opposite. Maybe I should just read this now, and then we'll continue looking around a little bit more next time before we start the puzzles. That might be better. So what do we have? Hexadecimal? There's no way there's no hexadecimal in some of these, one of these, right? So we have Hippocratic Corpus, Chesterton Brain, Bronstein Brain, and Neuroscience. I don't know what any of those mean, really, but let's check it out. And again, maybe I can't even read all of this. Hexadecimal? Nothing here. On the Sacred Disease, 400 BCE. Men ought to know that from nothing else but the brain come joys, delights, laughter, and sports, and sorrows, griefs, despondency, and lamentations. And by this, in an especial manner, we acquire wisdom and knowledge, and see and hear, and know what are foul, and what are fair, what are bad and what are good, what are sweet and what unsavory. Some we discriminate by habit, and some we perceive by their utility. By this we distinguish objects of relish and disrelish, according to the seasons, and the same things do not always please us. And by the same organ we become mad and delirious, and fears and terrors assail us, some by night and some by day, and dreams and untimely wanderings, and cares that are not suitable, and ignorance of present circumstances. Desuetude? I have no fucking idea what that is. And unskillfulness. Yep, brains are cool, yo. Chesterton Brain. Here we go, more brains. The human brain has no hexadecimal in it? Nope, okay. The human brain is a machine for coming to conclusions. If it cannot come to conclusions, it is rusty. When we hear of a man too clever to believe, we are hearing of something having almost the character of a contradiction in terms. It is like hearing of a nail that was too good to hold down a carpet, or a bolt that was too strong to keep a door shut. Man can hardly be defined, after the fashion of Carlyle, as an animal who makes tools. Ants and beavers and many other animals make tools. I've read that in a weird way, but whatever. In the sense that they make an apparatus, man can be defined as an animal that makes dogmas. As he piles doctrine on doctrine, and conclusion on conclusion in the formation of some tremendous scheme of philosophy and religion, he is, in the only legitimate sense of which the expression is capable, becoming more and more human. When he drops one doctrine after another in a refined skepticism, when he declines to tie himself to a system, when he says that he has outgrown definitions, when he says that this has lost me, that he disbelieves in finality, When in his own imagination he sits as God, holding no form of creed but contemplating all, then he is by that very process sinking slowly backwards into the vagueness of the vagrant animals and the unconsciousness of the grass. Holy hell, that was a very long sentence. Jesus Christ. Trees have no dogmas. Turnips are singularly broad-minded. Maybe I like being a turnip. I don't know. Holy hell, it's like from right here to all the way down here. Here is one sentence. I mean, yeah, as I said, this lost me a little bit. Like, I understand what it's saying, but just, good God, that's kind of spinning words around in a very confusing manner. And I wonder if maybe this one is gonna just be kind of a counterpoint to that or something. With hexadecimal. Oh my God, here we finally go. I might even like leave that for now. Maybe I'll just read this, and then we might just leave the hexadecimal for next time. Like, I'll just translate it in between, and then we'll read it then. I think that might be better. The human brain is a product of the development of matter, and at the same time is an instrument for the cognition of this matter. Gradually it adjusts itself to its function, tries to overcome its limitations, creates ever new scientific methods, imagines ever more complex and exact instruments, checks its work again and yet again, step by step penetrates into previously unknown depths, changes our conception of matter without, though, ever breaking away from the basis of all that exists. Yeah, I don't know, I mean, I guess it's kind of a counterpoint to the previous one, just like, we are meant to think about things and think about thinking and thinking about thinking about thinking and using the brains to discover and explore as much as we possibly can and whatever, and I guess that's a little bit different from what the previous one was saying. And I guess let's do the hexadecimal as well. I'll translate it now just so we don't leave it for an entire episode. Alright, here we go. The true method of knowledge is experiment. I don't know if I made a mistake here, or if there just wasn't a space, because like this is experiment, and there would have been a space, but the space was like not hexadecimal or something. No idea. But yeah, that makes sense. You have to experiment to learn anything, like as a general baseline. But yeah, there we go. We'll leave it there for today. Finally some hexadecimal again, at least it wasn't overly long, so that's fine. And we'll read this last thing about neuroscience next time, and then again, keep looking around for a little bit before we start solving the puzzles here. So, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!